you speak into a little bit of finding your green zone? And I know that you can't touch on all in the book, but just a little bit into finding your green zone.
Yeah, that seems to be the magic sauce for everybody who's read the book so far, and it was the magic sauce for me. So there's time management stuff everywhere, and a lot of it's good, and I don't want to compete with the time manager ninjas like David Allen and people like that. But managing your time is one thing, managing your energy is another. And we all get 24 equal hours in a day, but I think we all know instinctively that not all hours are created equal. And I'm a morning person, definitely. And so what that means is, thank goodness you've got me before noon, because you would not get that best version of me if it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're like, hey, Carey, let's do this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd be half asleep. But what that means is, so the time where you are at your peak, where your energy is highest, where you know, the ideas flow. Like, I'm a writer, that's what I do. So I write books, I write blog posts, I prepare for interviews on my leadership podcast. That time in the morning is sacred for me. And if I try to write a book chapter at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, very different than writing at 7 a.m. 7 a.m., the ideas are flowing, I'm in the zone. So you think about it, when you're at your peak, and a lot of us who are motivated leaders would say, you know, I probably have 10 peak hours a day. No, you don't. The science is showing that you've got about 3 to 5 peak hours a day. I wanted to call the book The 3-Hour Workday or 3-Hour Workday, but I thought that was a bit of a ripoff of Tim Ferriss. But really, you get about 3 productive hours in a day, and that's about it, or 4. I call that your green zone. Now, you've got another time of day. For me, it's between 4 and 6 in the afternoon, where your energy is lagging, where you need caffeine just to stay awake, where you've got toothpicks to prop your eyes open, right? In that next meeting you've got to go to. And I call that your red zone. That's when your knuckles are dragging, where you're lucky to empty your inbox, let alone pull off any meaningful content or make a decision. And then finally, everything in between is your yellow zone. So think of your work day or your whole day, depending on how you look at it, as green, yellow, red. And so the secret for me has been, do what you're best at. I'm a writer, so that's what I'm best at. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm just saying, of the limited skills God has given me, that those seem to be the best. You know, communication. Do what you're best at when you're at your best, in your green zone. The big idea of the book, and there's a lot there, is that you should do what you're best at when you're at your best. Because I know, as a guy who preached for 25 years, if that sermon is done Tuesday afternoon, the rest of my week is easy.
Yeah.
If everything else blows up, and you know, the sermon isn't done Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock, then it's not done Friday at lunch, then it's like, well, now it's going to be Saturday, and those Saturday specials are never good. And then who pays the price for that? My family pays the price for that, and I pay the price for that. My team pays the price for that. So manage your energy, not just your time. Find your green zone, protect it like crazy, and do your most important work in it.